Our lives are filled with illusions that leave us perplexed and bewildered. Sometimes our brain doesn't always have the correct perception of the world around us. Many mysteries might have simple answers, but you have to figure out what those are. Here are strange photos that will leave you confused.
Hey guys, this is American Eye, bringing you another great video.
Number 30. Doggy drive-thru. Your dog really gets tired of waiting for you to feed it sometimes. There's a reason they like to play with your keys. It's so they can steal your car and head over to the ATM, steal a little bit of extra cash, and head over to the pet store to grab themselves some chow. Number 29. Hot bath. Looks like she's had a long day and wants to relax by taking a long hot bath. Wow, check out that set of, elbows. This misleading photo probably caught a lot of attention from many guys. But unless you're attracted to a hot pair of elbows, this shouldn't do anything for you. Number 28. Wedding day. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Is this man marrying a centaur, or is there something more to this photo we're not catching on to? Could this finally be the moment that she's been waiting for, fulfilling her long life goal of finding the right man who will love her for no matter what she looks like? It's possible her dress is a little bit too long and covers up the rest of the horse. Number 27. Seagull size growth. Is this person incredibly small, or has this seagull been fed way too much at the beach and taken a seriously astronomical size? Fukushima radiation has possibly caused the birds on the beach to become the size of giraffes. In either case, just don't feed the birds. Number 26. Slumber party. What happens at teenage slumber parties stays at teenage slumber parties. Unless you're taking misleading selfies that might end up on the internet. Looks like one of them is jumping around on the bed, enjoying life the way it should be, with no pants. Or could it be an armpit? Just imagine what you want. Number 25. Convertible camouflage. Is this a convertible car with a pretty blonde behind the wheel? What do you think? Of course not. This perfectly executed photo was designed on a van that specializes in banners, displaying systems, and other ways to mislead you. That's one way to win my business. Number 24. Face scare. Whoa, hold on a minute. Is this a photo of Slender Man as a child? Where has this kid's face gone, and what kind of evil creature is this? Or could it be the man's bald head covering up this kid's face? It's hard to tell for sure. Number 23. Who's who? This photo seems extremely confusing, and it'll certainly take more than just one look in order to figure it out. The way the head seems positioned on the other girl, you can't really tell if the girls are looking over each other's shoulder or are just tilting their heads at the camera. Keep looking, and maybe you'll figure it out eventually. Number 22. Need a hand? This guy here is trying to take a photo with his lovely date, but once again, illusions prevail and make this photo now seem awkward. Or maybe this relationship isn't as happy as it seems and she cut off his arm during an argument. He knows he should have bought her flowers on Valentine's Day. Number 21. The double dog. If you're a 90s kid, you might remember a creature called Cat Dog that featured a cat on one side and a dog on the other. But this looks like the double dog. What kind of pet store sells these creatures? You better start buying twice the normal amount of dog food, because this thing has twice the heads to feed. Number 20. Magic carpet. In order for this woman to give a speech and have people take her seriously, she decided to rent a magic carpet while speaking. That's one heck of a way to get some attention. Or could it be a shadow that gives you the strange illusion that she's actually floating? Perception can be very misleading. Number 19. The lurker. Just looks like your average high school achievement party. Everyone's having a great time mingling with each other and talking about their plans for the future. But somebody wasn't invited. She didn't let that stop her and decided to join anyways. She'll be a part of the party whether they like it or not. Wahahaha. Number 18. Baby man. Who's holding on to this grown-up baby man with the green hat on? Either this baby aged extremely fast, or there's something about this photo that needs further investigation. Number 17. Pandamobile. If driving in China wasn't difficult enough, they have to look out for driving pandas. They've been known not to use their blinkers, run through stop signs, and drive a little erratic at times. You just don't want him to get road rage, or it could turn deadly. Let him just change lanes if he needs to. Number 16. Llama hanging loose. This SoCal llama loves hanging loose and catching some gnarly waves at the beach, brah. His sweet style is sure to attract quite a few hot female llamas in the process. He's keeping his 4 hooves on the board and hanging loose. How many toes do llamas have again? Let's just hope he can llama paddle in case he wipes out. Number 15. See the light. Let's get a nice up-close and personal view of a lamp. The lamp gives off light and the color on the wall is quite human-looking. The black-colored lamp looks quite similar to a pair of panties. You can tell it's really turned on at least though. Number 4. Teens gone wild. Kids will be kids, and sometimes their photos will make you slightly confused about what the heck is going on. Not only is she licking someone's face, could she possibly be sitting on someone with no pants on? Turns out the girl on the right's legs makes the other girl look like she has 2 legs. She's actually wearing jeans, calm down. Number 13. Interspecies face swap. What could a human-dog hybrid possibly look like with the snout of a dog, yet the body of a human? Or a dog with the face of a human and the body of a canine? All you really need to do is use that face swap app and you'll find out. It could look something like this. Not only do the two share the same genetics, but they're also best friends. Number 12. How tall? Can you tell if this woman is a little person or just bending at the knees to make for a quick photo? If she is just a little bit vertically challenged, she must have some seriously long arms in proportion to her body. Maybe she can consider showing some knees so we don't get so confused. Number 11. Monster hands. Watch out behind you. This might be what happens to you if you stick your hand into some radioactive waste. Her hand seems to be unproportionally large, and she's sneaking up right behind this girl in the plaid top. In any case, this is one strange case of photobombing. Number 10. Moose dog. There are many different breeds of dogs out there, but have you ever heard of the moose dog? Their antlers can grow 3 feet long. They're known to be quite loyal and can often be spotted in people's backyards. At first glance, it would certainly seem as though a horned dog was on the loose. Number 9. What the? Okay, we don't know what the heck is going on here, but it certainly is strange and awkward enough to make our list. It almost seems horrific enough to be some type of punishment, but it's actually some type of modern art. We hope at least. We think he turned out okay, and he'd probably have to be pretty ugly to try this anyways. Hopefully he knew what he was doing. Number 8. The bubble pop. Talk about bursting someone's bubble. How much skill does it take to capture a photo at the exact moment of a bubble being busted? Trying to recreate this photo at the right moment would be difficult. This perfectly timed photo took much precision, and you can only see about half the bubble is still intact, while the other half you can tell is clearly busted. Number 7. What the? Someone was apparently having a wedding when this interpretive dance session broke out of nowhere. You have to wonder how the heck this woman in white is able to balance on her back like that without them toppling over. It's hard to tell where the bride ends and where the bridesmaid actually starts. Number 6. Ping pong pirate. Arrgh, matey. It looks like this ping pong pirate lost his eye during an intense game of ping pong. His coach might have told him to keep his eye on the ball, but not like this. It almost looks as though he caught the ball with his eye socket. That takes some skill and some dedication. Number 5. Growing up too fast. This kid is just about to graduate from kindergarten, and his dad couldn't be more proud with this accomplishment. From the looks of this photo, it seems as though he could have a career as a left-handed pitcher in the future. Hopefully his right arm will grow someday. Number 4. Whose head? This one has been around the web for a while, but is certainly one of the most mysterious photos that doesn't seem easy to figure out. It almost looks as though the other person's head has disappeared and fused into the other person's body. Where is the other person's head, and who's he holding on to? Were they just involved in some type of teleportation experiment, or what's the deal? Someone please explain this photo in the comments section, and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. Number 3. Two-faced. You might have heard of the man Edward Mordrake, the legendary person who claimed to literally have 2 faces. High school teenagers often get a bad reputation for being two-faced, but nothing like this girl. Tell her any of your secrets and you'll be done for. Don't be fooled though, it's just one face. Or is it? Number 2. Too much to drink? It appears as though this woman has decided to take a nap along a walkway near a fairly large fountain. Or could she have possibly had a little bit too much to drink and this was captured in midstream? Whatever the case may be, if she tried to fool us, we're sure it was interesting to see her pose for this photo from another angle. And number 1, what's she grabbing? This girl is getting a little bit hyped up during a wedding or something and gets up on the table. This photo is a little bit confusing when you take a look at what the woman is actually grabbing onto. She's probably saying something like, "This is why we can't have nice things." It's a little bit dark, but hard to know for sure. Does she just have really stretchy skin, or is there something behind her that she's keeping from falling over? Maybe you can get a clue by taking a look at the mirror behind them. See all the problems that happen when you start being enthusiastic?